Brought to you by NEA. We are all NEA. Now the starting lineup for the visiting Miners. Batting first, number 9, the second baseman, Caleb Van Blake. Batting second, number 35, the designated hitter, Spencer Henson. Batting third, number 24, the center fielder, Kona Quiggle. Batting fourth, number 39, the right fielder, Nick Brooks. Batting fifth, number 15, the first baseman, Aaron Walters. Batting sixth, number 7, the fielder, Danny Wright. Batting seventh, number 20, the catcher, Austin Pinarini. Batting eighth, number 2, the shortstop, Drew Swift. Batting ninth, number 3, the third baseman, Tyler Bossetti. Your starting pitcher for the Miners, number 38, Jake Terry. The Miners head coach, Ben Taylor. The Miners assistant coach, Tyler LeBrun. The Miners pitching coach, Jeff Erlob. And the Miners GM, Pete Christopher. Now the starting lineup for your hometown Chugiak Chinooks. Batting first, number 18, the right fielder, Bailey Collins. Batting second, number 23, the catcher, J. Paul Fullerton. Batting third, number 14, the center fielder, Anthony Forte. Batting fourth, number 20, the third baseman, Jordan Wharton. Batting fifth, number 5, the second baseman, Luke Vandover. Batting sixth, number 44, the first baseman, Nick Frankser. Batting seventh, number 11, the shortstop, Gregory Ozuna. Batting eighth, number 8, the left fielder, Seth Ballinger. Batting ninth, number 16, the designated hitter, Cole Whitman. Your starting pitcher for the Chinooks tonight, number 24, Jared Leiflitis. The Chinooks head coach, John Grove. The Chinooks GM and pitching coach, Chris Beck. The Chinooks assistant coach is Dalton Smith and Jordan Kesselman. And the Chinooks play-by-play men, Kevin Moore and Ty Bobblehead Beck. Now, joining us to sing the national anthem tonight, she is Miss Anchorage Outstanding Team. Please welcome Michaela Greenland.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red cloud above bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and no hope of the brave.
Let's play Chinooks baseball. Now, coming to the mound, please welcome, throwing out our ceremonial first pitch on Kids Night. He is the son of an NEA employee. Please welcome to the mound, Timothy Richmond. There's a future Chinook right there. Way to go, Timothy. Thank you for being here tonight. Our umpires tonight at third base, it's Nate Sanchez. At home plate tonight, Silas Drayton. And at first base, it's Mr. Scott Johnston. A big thank you to the professionals from Orthopedics Physicians of Alaska, providing the best in medical care and support to both teams tonight.
Good evening, Chinook fans, and welcome to another day of Chinook baseball as we're here at Lee Jordan Field, home of Chugiak's Eagle River Chinooks on this beautiful Saturday evening. Temperatures in the low 70s, so we have a hot one today here, ladies and gentlemen, as your Chinooks are taking on the first place Matsu Miners. ABL, Kevin Moore here, joined by Ty Beck of the broadcast. Just want to thank you guys for joining us. We'll have a 9-inning baseball game here. Now getting into the starting lineups
Their Cubs, JJ and Gabby, and
for both teams.
Christonia.
The starting lineup for the Miners, leading things off will be number 9, the second baseman, Caleb Van Blake.
Hey, we
Batting in the
invite you
2
to
spots
enter the
will be the designated hitter, number 35, Spencer Henson. Batting third, the center fielder, number 24, Kona Quiggle. In the cleanup spot will be the right fielder, number 9, Nick Brooks. Batting in the 5th spot, first baseman, number 15, Aaron Walters. Batting 6th, the left fielder, number 7, Danny Wright. Batting 7th, the catcher, number 20, Austin Pinarini. Batting 8th, the shortstop, number 2, Swift. And batting 9th, the third baseman, Tyler Bassetti. And on the mound for the Miners will be number 38, Jake Terry. As we will get ready for the first pitch of the game, as Caleb Van Blake is getting ready to step in. Jared Reclitis is your starter for the Chinooks as he gets ready for pitch number 1. And that will be a strike on the outside corner from Reclitis. Van Blake comes into this game with a .318 batting average for the Miners as he fouls that one back. Count will now run the no balls and 2 strikes. Reclitis on the season has a 2-3 record, 2.53 ERA. This is his 9th start of the season as he gets ready for the 0-2 pitch. And that misses outside for ball 1. Reclitis is throwing 49 2/3 innings, struck out 43, which leads the ABL. Has walked 13 and has given up 35 hits so far. As Van Blake did not go on that pitch, and that will run the count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Jared's last outing on July 16th against the Miners, in which he picked up the win, he went 6 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, 5 runs total, 5 hits, and 5 strikeouts. As Van Blake fouls that one off, the count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chinook sporting the red tops with the white pants and the camo hats. Miners in the green top and white pants. As another foul ball there from Van Blake as he's staying alive in this at-bat. Van Blake, who is from California, he attends the University of Cal Davis. Nice breaking pitch from Reclitis to get Van Blake swinging, and that will be the first out of the inning. And that will now bring up the designated hitter, number 35, Spencer Henson.
Number 35, Spencer Henson.
Spencer Henson, who is second in the league in batting average, comes into this game with a .347 average on the season. He leads the Miners in batting average. Through 30 games, he has 42 hits, 10 doubles, 1 triple, and 6 home runs, which also leads the ABL. And 28 RBIs, which leads the ABL as well. As Reclitis gets that fastball in there for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 from Reclitis. That off speed will miss low and in the dirt. Kind of even up to 1 ball and 1 strike. Spencer, who attends Oral Roberts University in Oklahoma, as he hits this one deep to left center. This ball is carrying Collins running back, and he makes the nice catch deep in right field for the second out of the inning. And that will be 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. And that will now bring up the center fielder, number 24, Kona Quiggle. My buddy Griffin to just join the broadcast booth as well. As Quiggle hits this one right back up the middle. As Osuna will be there, but he will not be able to make a throw. So that will be an infield single for the Quiggle, the first hit of the game. And the Miners get a runner on first base with 2 outs. As I will now bring up the right fielder, number 39, Nick Brooks. The Miners who are in first place with the 23-14 record. Chinooks are in last place, 15-22. They are 1.5 games back out of 4th place behind the Anchorage Glacier Pilots, who have a 15-19 record. So these last 7 games are important for the Chinooks that they try to get into the playoffs. Reclitus misses low on that first pitch for ball number 1. These two teams will be back in action tomorrow on Sunday as we will travel to Herman Brothers Field to take on the Matsu Miners in a doubleheader that will start at 3 p.m. So Reclitus throws over to first base. Quiggle dives back safely.
Beautiful day for baseball here in Lee Jordan Field. The sun is shining, and again, like 2 days ago, it's just a great night for baseball. So Reclitus sets in the 1-0 to Brooks, and that was outside. So 2-0 count now with Conan Quiggle at first base. He singled, and now 2-0 count on the big right-handed hitter for Matsu Miners, Nick Brooks. Brooks steps back in. Reclitus takes a look over at Quiggle. He sets. And 2-0 pitch, and that was fouled off to the left side. So 2-1 now. Reclitus trying to get out of this inning with the score the same. He has 2 outs, runner on first, 2-1 count now. Quiggle gets his lead at first. Reclitus sets and throws back over to first. Quiggle dives in and is safely back. Two-one offering from Reclitus, and Brooks swings through that one, so the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes here. On the top of the first with 2 outs. The field is at normal depth. So is the outfield. Forte, who's in center, is shaded a little bit to the left and is playing a little deep. Reclitus throws back over. Quiggle is safe standing. Brooks with 2 strikes. He's choking up on his bat. Try to protect here. 2-2 pitch from Jared. And that curveball misses up and in. So we'll go to a full count here. On the top of the first, 1 man on, 2 outs. Aaron Walters stands on deck for the Miners, and 3-2 pitch, and that was popped in to shallow right center. Luke Vandover is calling it, and he will make the catch. So that's the 3rd out inning. No runs on 1 hit, 3rd catch. Chinooks get 1 man left on base for the Miners. We'll head to the bottom of the 1st inning. The score is tied at 0-0. Need a better bridge.
Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are in the bottom of the first inning, as your Chinooks are now up the bat.
Coming to the plate for the Chinooks,
Your
18,
batting order for the
Collins.
Chinooks. Leading things off will be the right fielder, Bailey Collins, in the 2 spot. The catcher, J. Paul Fullerton. Batting number 3, the center fielder, Anthony Forte. Cleanup spot, third baseman, Jordan Wharton. Luke Van Dover playing second, batting 5. Nick Kreitzer batting 6. Gregory Osuna 7th. Seth Ballinger 8th, and Cole Whitman 9th in the designated hitting spot. As Jake Terry starts Collins off with the ball. And here's the 1-0 pitch. Collins will turn on this one. This will get to the first base side. That will be a foul ball, even a count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Terry, who is from Sand Springs, Oklahoma. He attends University of Oklahoma. Yes, he is a member of the Sooners who participate in the Big 12 Conference. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that will miss upstairs. As the count will now run to 2 balls and 1 strike.
And on deck for your Chinooks is J. Paul Fullerton.
There's a 2-1 pitch, and that fastball is swung on and missed from Collins. Count will now even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Littleton, Colorado native, Collins, who attends Concordia University, Irvine in California. And here's the 2-2 offering. That fastball will catch the outside corner. Nice pitch there from Terry, and that will be strike number 3. That'll be the first out of the inning. So with 1 out, that will now bring up the catcher, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton. Fullerton, who comes into this game with a .254 batting average, as that pitch misses low from Terry for ball number 1. Fullerton, who is from Searcy, Arkansas, and he will be attending University of Alabama, Birmingham this upcoming fall. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is spiked in the dirt from Terry, so the count will now run to 2 balls and no strikes.
On deck for your Chinooks, the center fielder, Anthony Forte.
Terry, who stands 6'4", 193 from the right side. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that is swung on and hit to the first baseman. As number 15, Aaron Walters will be there to take care of the out. We have 2 up, 2 down. At the bottom of the first, and that will now bring up center fielder, number 14, Anthony Forte.
Starting for the Chinooks, number 14, Anthony Forte.
Forte, who is one of the hot hitters for the Chinooks. He has a .285 average on the season. That curveball misses low from Terry for ball number 1. Terry on the season has a 1-1 record, a 4.50 ERA. This is his 7th appearance, 3rd start of the season. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that will miss inside. So count will run to 2 balls and no strikes.
On deck for your Chinooks, Jordan Wharton.
Here's the 2-0 pitch, and Terry having some issues up there, as that's the 3rd one that he is spiked in the dirt. So count now runs to 3 balls and no strikes. Terry, in his last performance against the Chinooks on July 16th, he went 4 innings, giving up 1 run, 2 runs total, 3 hits, 1 walk, and striking out 5. So he'll look to have a better performance today. Here's the 3-0, and that is in there for strike number 1. The count will run to 3 balls and 1 strike to the center fielder from Hoffman Estates, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. Forte attends the University of Richmond in Virginia. And he fouls that 3-1 pitch off. As the count will now run 4 to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Forte, who is leading the Chinooks in batting average. 285 average through 30 games. He has 30 hits, 5 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs, and 20 RBIs on the season. And he'll pop that 3-2 pitch out of play.
And that foul ball sponsored by Representative Dan Sadler.
So I have another 3-2 pitch. Terry comes set working from the stretch. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That will miss upstairs for ball number 4. And that will put Anthony Forte on first base with 2 outs. And that will now bring up third baseman number 20, Jordan Wharton.
Some of the finest tubes this side of the Old Glen Highway.
Wharton
Batting
is
for your Chinooks, number 20,
batting
Jordan Wharton.
.255 on the season. He's third on the team in batting average. He has 34 hits, 8 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run. As that strike is in on that first pitch. Forte is on the move there at first, and he slides in safely to second base. And that will be a stolen base for the speedster Anthony Forte. That is his 8th on the season. So that puts him tied for second place in the stolen base category for the Chinooks. Gregory Osuna leads the team with 9 stolen bases. As that pitch misses upstairs from Terry, the count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Wharton, who is from Akron, Ohio, he attends the Indiana Wesleyan University. And here's the 2-1 pitch from Terry. That will miss low. Count will run to 3 balls and 1 strike.
On deck for your Chinooks is the second baseman, number 5, Luke Vandover.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. This one is hit high in the air in left field. The left fielder having some trouble with the sun, but he will be there to make the catch right at the wall.
At the end of the bottom
That will be the 3rd out. So heading into the top of the 2nd inning, the Chinooks get no runs, leave a runner on first base, and we have a scoreless game here at Lee Jordan Field. Thank you for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Welcome back, Chinook fans. We're in the top of the second inning of the scoreless game. Leading things off for the Miners will be the first baseman, number 15, Aaron Walters, who watches that pitch miss from Rick Lightis for ball number 1. Walters, who has a .287 batting average. So he hits this one into right field, and that will be a single for Walters, the second hit of the game for the Miners, and they have the leadoff man on in the top of the second. And that will now bring up the left fielder, number 7, Danny Wright.
Batting for the Miners, number 7, Danny Wright.
Wright, who is from Missouri. He attends Southeastern Missouri. So he is standing from the left side. He stands 6 foot, 180 pounds. Here's the first pitch, and he'll foul that one off for strike number 1. Wright, who has a .268 average on the season. Which is 5th best on the Miners team. He has 25 hits, 2 doubles, 1 triple, and 5 RBIs on the season as Rick Lightis throws over first base. And Walters will dive back safely. The Miners pretty much in the driver's seat here in the ABL as they are at the top of the standings. They are looking to secure their first place spot. So that pitch misses outside to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is hit to left field. Ballinger running back, and he will be there to make the catch for the first out. And with 1 out, that will now bring up the catcher, number 20, Austin Pinarini.
At the plate for the Miners, number 20, Austin Pinarini.
Pinarini, who is from Everett, Washington. He attends Gonzaga University, and he has a .267 batting average on the season. He hits this one to second base. Vandover will be there. Only play he has is to first, and he will get Pinarini out. On the 4-3 put out, Walters will advance to second. And with 2 outs, that will now bring up the shortstop, number 2, Drew Swift.
Batting for the Miners, number 2, Drew Swift.
Swift coming up with a .192 batting average on the season. As he'll watch that pitch miss outside for ball number 1. Swift, who attends Arizona State University, as he is sporting his team's batting gloves, burgundy and gold. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and he'll hit this one to shortstop. This will get past the diving Osuna. This will allow Walters to score as he comes around, and he will come across the plate for the first run of the game. And the Miners now lead 1-0 on that 2-out RBI single
At the
from
plate
Drew
for the
Swift.
Miners, number 3, Tyler Bossetti.
And that will now bring up the number 9 batter, number 3, Tyler Bossetti. So the Miners strike first here in the top of the second. So they have 1 run on 3 hits. The Clyde throws over. Swift will dive back safely. Bossetti has a .252 average on the season. As a native of California, we'll take a look at the first pitch as Swift is off at first, and a throw from Fullerton will be in time. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning. So a nice throw from the catcher there, Fullerton. But the Miners do strike first as they get 1 run on 1 hit. And as we head into the bottom half of the second, the Chinooks trail 1-0. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are now in the bottom of the second inning. Chinooks trail the Miners 1-0. Luke Vandover will lead things off against Jake Terry. He starts him off with a fastball on the inside corner for strike number one. Vandover with a 247 average on the season. As he swings and misses on that fastball for strike number two, and the count will now quickly run to no balls and 2 strikes.
And on deck for your Chinooks, the first baseman, number 44, Nick Kreitzer.
Terry, who misses low on that 0-2 pitch, as the count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Vandover on the season, through 32 games, has 28 hits, 6 doubles, and 10 RBIs for the Chinooks. As he hits this one to left field, this ball is carrying, and the left fielder makes a nice running catch right before the fence for the first out of the inning.
Batting first, Chinooks number 44. This is Nick Kreitzer.
Now stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, number 44, Nick Kreitzer. Kreitzer comes into this game with a 220 batting average. So he has 22 hits, 5 doubles, a triple, and a home run, and 12 RBIs on the season. As Terry starts him off with a fastball on the outside corner. Kreitzer, who is from Westminster, Colorado. He attends Arkansas Pine Bluff University. So he gets ready for the 0-1 pitch, and that will miss low to even a count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
On deck for your Chinooks, the shortstop, number 11, Gregory Asuna. And Nick fouls that one off to the Chinooks dugout and out of play. And he runs the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And this pitch is hitting foul ball territory. And the third baseman, Bassetti, makes a nice catch right in front of the Chinooks bullpen for the second out. And that will now bring up the shortstop, number 11, Gregory Osuna.
Now batting first, Chinooks number 11, Gregory Osuna.
Osuna, who had a nice game at the plate in the Chinooks last game against the Pilots, 2 and 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Still look to stay hot for the Chinooks as he hits this first pitch and to the right side, and this will be caught by the first baseman in foul territory, and that will end the inning for the Chinooks. So Chinooks go down 1-2-3. So you get no runs, no hits, no errors. As we head to the third inning, the Miners have a 1-0 over your Chinooks. Thank you for tuning in to Chinook Radio. We are back, fans. Kevin Moore joined by Ty Beck and Griffin as Tyler Bassetti leads things off with the Miners. He grounds that one to third baseman Wharton. He makes the throw to Chrysler at first, and that will be the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the third. As that will now bring up the top of the order. The second baseman, number 9, Caleb Van Blake, will now step to the plate. Van Blake, who was 0 for 1 in today's contest. He struck out in his first at-bat for the Miners. Miners with a 1-0 lead over the Chinooks as Van Blake takes a healthy hack and fouls that one back to the backstop. Here's the 0-1 from Reglitis. And that one is swung on and hit to the second baseman. Vandover has to hurry, and he makes the flip to Chrysler. Out number 2. And with 2 outs, that will now bring up the designated hitter, number 35, Spencer Henson.
Coming to the plate for the Miners, number 35, Spencer Henson.
Henson had a long fly ball to right center's last at bat that was caught by Collins, so he has hit the ball hard already in this one, but it did result in out. First pitch from Reglitis, and that curveball misses down and away, so 1-0 count. The big right-hander of Oral Roberts University. 1-0 pitch, and Henson swings right through that one from the outside corner, so the count is evened up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, 0-1 offering. That curveball is in there. 2 pitches, 1 ball and 2 strikes here, 2 outs. In the top of the third inning, the Miners leading the Chinooks at Lee Jordan 1-0, the 1-2 pitch. And that one just misses. Henson check swings with umpire on first base line, does not say go. So 2-2 count now. Lightus 2-2 pitch misses down the way. Full count now with 2 outs. Outfield playing normal depth. 3-2 pitch from Jared Reglitis. That one just misses on the outside corner, so Henson will trust down first with a walk, and 2 outs. That'll bring up the 3-hole number 24, Kona Quiggle. Quiggle, who singled his last at bat up the middle, who would do that or more here for the Miners.
Batting for the Miners, number 24, Quiggle.
Henson gets his lead at first. And first pitch to Quiggle, and now it's hit into shallow left field, and this will drop in for Quiggle's second hit of the ballgame. Henson is moved to second, so now
And we are looking for Mary Curry tonight. Mary, if you could go to the team store tent, we have
first
your
and
child.
second now.
Your child is looking for you. He's with the
39
team
Nick
mom,
Brooks
so
coming up.
they are safe. Mary Curry, we are looking for you tonight to reunite you with your child. Thank you. Batting for the Miners, number 39, Nick Brooks.
2 outs. Nick Brooks steps in with first and second. Henson stands on second, and Quiggle on first. Henson got on with a walk and advanced with Quiggle's single into shallow left field. Reglitis working the stretch now in the first pitch. That curveball drops in there for a strike, so 1-1 the count now. Aaron Walters stands on deck if Brooks can get on here in this 2-out situation. Big RBI situation right here for big right-hander for the Mets and Miners. 0-1 pitch from Gladys, and that curveball misses down, and home plate umpire does say it goes around his check swing, so 0-2 count now with 2 outs. Miners trying to add to their lead here. Gladys looks in and gets the sign. Catcher, J. Paul Fullerton. Go-to pitch. And Eric Slider misses down. So 1-2 the count now. 2 outs. Miners have first and second. The Chinooks have 2 outs and a 1-2 count on Nick Brooks. But sets, takes a look at second, 1-2 pitch, and now
And that ball is sponsored by Laborers Local 341.
not even. It stays the same at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful day for baseball here in Chugiak, here at Lee Jordan Field. West looks in, shakes up a little, sets, 1-2 pitch Brooks, and now it's fouled off. So
And that ball
Kells
is
stay at 1 ball,
financial
2 strikes here.
Kevin Reed.
Miners have 4 hits in this one, 1 run and no errors, and Chinooks with no runs, no hits, and no errors so far. Miners lead 1-0. Brooks has been protected here with 2 strikes. He's fouled a couple off. Brooks calls time and steps out.
Brooks, last year's home run derby winner in the ABL, as he has come back for another season with the Miners. So he gets ready for the 1-2 pitch. The runners are off, and Brooks will swing and miss on that curveball, and that will be the final out of the inning. So the Miners get 1 hit, leave 2 runners on. That means in the bottom half they have a 1-0 over your Chinooks. We will be right back. Thank you for tuning in to Chinook Radio. Welcome back, Chinook fans. We are now in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Miners with the 1-0 lead over your Chinooks. Seth Ballinger will lead things off. He is starting right back to the pitcher, Terry. He overthrows the first baseman, and that will allow Seth Ballinger to be safe at first.
Starting for the Chinooks, number 16, Cole Whitman.
So that will be the first hit of the game for the Chinooks on that single from Seth Ballinger. So that will bring up the number 9 batter, the pitcher, Cole Whitman, who is in the designated hitter role, and he lays down a nice bunt there from the pitcher, Whitman, and he is out, so Whitman does the job there and advances Ballinger to second base, puts him in scoring position. We have 1 out. Ballinger on second base. That will bring up the top of the lineup. Seth Ballinger. Bailey Collins, the batter now.
Good job by Cole Whitman getting that bunt down and moving Ballinger, and leaving it into Billy Collins' hands, and if he can't do the job, then J. Paul Fullerton, who stands on deck. First pitch to Bailey, and that was low, so 1-0 count now. It looks like a pitcher, Jake Terry, is having trouble throwing to first. Some pitchers do. Even in the pros, John Lester has trouble throwing back to first base. And it's just something that happens to some people. Is Collins hits that one very well, but way foul. So
NFL ball sponsored by
counts
Representative
even at
Dan
1 ball, 1
Sadler.
strike here, 1 out. And Seth Ballinger stands on second, and Chinooks do have the first hit of the ball game. That belongs to Seth Ballinger. So the Miners beating the Chinooks right now, 1-0, and they're out hitting them by 3. They have 4 hits in the Chinooks with 1. Bailey Collins trying to change look on the scoreboard for his team. 1-1 pitch. That one is skied into center, and center fielder Quiggle is camped under, and that will be the second out of the inning. So with the runner on second base with 2 outs, things will be left up to catcher number 20, J. Paul Fullerton.
Second game for your Chinooks, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton.
Fullerton today is 0 for 1. He's rounded out to the first baseman in his first at bat. He will try to pick up an RBI here with Ballinger standing on second base. 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. Jake Terry comes set. And here's the pitch. And that will be fouled off the catcher, Pinarini, into the backstop for the first strike of the at-bat.
So 0-1 count on Fullerton, and Terry looks like it's his sign from his catcher for the Miners. And 0-1 pitch from Jake Terry, and that was foul tipped and caught by the catcher. So 0-2 the count now. J. Paul Fullerton with 2 outs, bottom of the third inning. Seth Ballinger stands on second base. J. Paul with a big 2-out RBI situation here for Chinooks. See if he can capitalize on this at bat. Terry looks in and gets his sign. Sets 0-2 pitch to Fullerton. That was fouled off to the
NFL
left
ball
side.
sponsored by Laborers,
Count
local
stayed
341.
0-2. Pretty good crowd tonight for the Chinooks, as it is MEA tonight, as they're doing like 2 kids' bikes. So lots of kids with their parents here tonight. Always good to see town cheering on the Chinooks. 0-2 pitch to Fullerton. And he'll swing through that curveball. Good pitch by Terry, and that'll be third out
And
of
at
the
the end of the bottom half,
One hit, no errors.
The Miners
We'll
won.
head to the top of the
Your
fourth.
Chinook 0. Tonight's game brought to you by NEA. We are all NEA.
Welcome back, Chinook fans. Kevin Moore here alongside Ty Beck and Griffin as we are in the top of the fourth inning. Miners have a 1-0 lead over the Chinooks here at Lee Jordan Field. Aaron Walters will lead things off for the Miners. He is 1 for 1 today. See, watches that pitch miss outside from Rick Lightis. Walters, who has a single, and he has scored a run for the Miners, the only run of the game. So he swings and misses on that slider for strike number 1. Count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Walter swings and misses on that pitch. And the count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Walters, who is from Kerrville, Texas. He attends Texas A&M University. As he swings and misses on that 1-2 curveball. And that will be the first out of the inning.
Every strikeout the Chinooks throw here tonight, we will award that.
And that is strikeout number 3 for Rick Lightis. And with 1 out, that will now bring up the left fielder, number 7, Danny Wright. Wright, who was 0 for 1 today, he flew out to left field in his first at bat. So he takes a look at first pitch from Rick Lightis, and that pitch will miss low and inside for ball number 1. Here's the 1-0 from Rick Lightis. That pitch will also miss inside. As the count will now run to 2 balls and no strikes to the Miners left fielder. 2-0 pitch is swung and fouled off to the right side. The count will run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Gladys working from the windup. Gets ready for the 2-1 pitch, and that fastball is hit to the second baseman. Vandover will be there to make the play, and that will be the second out of the inning. And with 2 outs, that will bring up the catcher, number 20, Austin Pinarini.
Batting for the Miners, number 20, Austin Pinarini.
Pinarini today is 0 for 1. He grounded out to second base in his first at bat. So he swings on that first pitch to the first baseman. Kreitzer will be there and make the flip to Rick Lightis. And that will be the final out of the top half of the 4th. So we head into the bottom half. The Miners have a 1-0 lead over your Chinooks.
Number 14, Anthony Forte.
Welcome back, Chinook fans. As we are in the bottom of the fourth inning, and leading off for your Chinooks will be center fielder number 14, Anthony Forte. First pitch, Forte, and he'll square around a bunt, but Terry will spike that one, so he'll pull back, and that'll be first ball of the at-bat. So want to know the count now. Forte looking for his first hit of the game and the Chinook's second hit of the game. Terry gets ready for the 1-0. That one misses up, so Forte is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes with no outs. Bottom of the fourth. Myers leading the Chinooks 1-0 here at Lee Jordan Field. That 2-0 pitch misses high, so 3-0 count now. The wind tonight here at Lee Jordan Field is blowing out, so hitters are at an advantage. 3-0 pitch to Forte. And he'll watch that one go in for a strike, so count is now 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch from Terry. And now it is skied into shallow center. Quiggle is under it, so that'll be the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up the third baseman, number 20, Jordan Wharton.
Coming to the plate for the Chinooks, number 20, Jordan Wharton.
Wharton today is 0 for 1. He flew out to left field in his first at bat. So look to start things off for the Chinooks in the bottom of the fourth. As that pitch from this high from Terry, the count will run to 1 ball and no strikes. Terry comes set. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That also will miss upstairs. The count will now run to 2 balls and no strikes to the third baseman. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Terry. That fastball catch the inside corner for strike number 1, and the count will now run to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Wharton will foul that one off. So the count will now even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Terry, after going 2-0, has battled back here and now has even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Another foul ball from Wharton. This
And
will
that
get out
foul
of
ball is
play.
sponsored by Labor's Local 341.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. That one will miss low. We'll have a full count at 3-2. On deck for the Chinooks is the second baseman, Luke Vandover. He flew out to left in his first at bat. As Wharton will hit this one into shallow center. This will drop right in front of Quiggle in center. And Wharton will be on with his first hit of the game. On a one-out single, that is the second hit for the Chinooks. That will now bring up number 5, Luke Vandover.
For the Chinooks, number 5, Luke Vandover.
Wharton, who's on third base, he gets his lead off. Here's the first pitch. That fastball will miss upstairs from Terry. The count will run to 1 ball and no strikes. On the season, Wharton has 7 stolen bases, which is 3rd best on the team. And Vandover shows bunt, pulls it back as that pitch will miss low. The count will now run to 2 balls and no strikes. Terry takes a look at Wharton at first as he comes set. And that 2-0 pitch is a minor hit to left field. And Dover follows with a single. So back-to-back singles for the Chinooks in the bottom of the fourth. They now have 3 hits on the game. That is Vandover's first hit. So we have runners on first and second as the first baseman, Nick Kreitzer, will step up to the plate. And this will draw a visit from Miners head coach Ben Taylor as he heads out to the mound. And this will do it for Jake Terry as his day is done as he goes 3 in the third inning. So we will have a new pitcher for the Miners. And we will have more on the new pitcher when we come back. So, guys, don't go anywhere. You are tuning in to Chinook Radio.
Collectible card for your collection tonight.
Welcome back, Chinook fans. As we are in the bottom of the fourth inning, we have a pitching change for the Miners. Now pitching is number 34, Sean Hughes. Hughes from Williamsburg, Virginia. He attends Boston College, stands 6'1", 240 pounds from the right side. This is his 12th appearance out of the bullpen. He has a 1-0 record of 4.76 ERA as he starts Kreitzer off with a fastball that misses outside. His count runs to 1 ball and no strikes. Hughes has pitched 11 in the third inning, struck out 13, walked 12, and has given up 9 hits. So he gets ready for the 1-0 pitch to Kreitzer. And that one is low and inside. The count will run to 2 balls and no strikes. And in Hughes' last outing against the Pilots back on July 9th, he threw 1 inning, giving up no runs, no hits, no walks, and just striking out 1. So he will try to get out of this jam here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that will miss upstairs. So now 3 straight misses for Hughes, and Kreitzer is ahead 3-0. So I have Vandover on first base. Wharton on second base. Both reached on singles. As that fastball is right down the middle for strike number 1. Kreitzer was taking all the way there. The count is now at 3 balls and 1 strike. And that 3-1 pitch is fouled out of play. So this will run the count forward at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kreitzer, who was 0 for 1, he flew out to the third baseman in his first at bat. as Hughes gets ready for the 3-2 pitch, and that will just miss on the outside corner.
And the Chinooks walk to
And that
first
will
base
be
is recognized
ball
by
number
the
4, so this will load up the
Chinooks.
bases
Lee Jordan Field from
for the
next
Chinooks
year.
with 1 out. And that will now bring
You're
up
not going to hear tooting like that anyplace
the
else.
shortstop, number 11, Gregory Osuna.
Batting for you, Chinooks, number 11, Gregory Ozuna.
Osuna, who is 0 for 1, as he flew out to the first baseman in his first at bat. Osuna likes to jump on the first pitch, so let's see what Hughes starts him off with here. And he swings on that first
And that
pitch.
foul ball sponsored by Edward
Fouls it out of play.
Investments in Gavin Reed, but
So the first baseman and third baseman are playing just in front of the bag, as middle infield is playing double play death. They have 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bases loaded for the Chinooks. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Osuna will foul this back to the Chinook bullpen. The count will quickly run to no balls and 2 strikes. A big situation for the Chinooks as they can tie or take the lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hughes gets the sign and he comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Nice curveball there as that buckles Osuna, and that will be a called 3rd strike. And a big pitch there from Hughes, as that is now the 2nd out of the inning.
batting for your Chinooks, number 8,
This will now
Seth
bring up
Ballinger.
the left fielder, number 8, Seth Ballinger. So Ballinger has a chance to pick up Osuna. And let's see if he can put the Chinooks on the board here. So he's 1 for 1 today with a single as he fouls that first pitch
And
out
that
of
foul
play.
ball sponsored by Labor's Local
As the
341.
count will run to no balls and 1 strike. So Wharton got things started with a single with 1 out. Then Vandover followed with another single. That put 2 men on base. Then Kreitzer walked, so that loaded the bases. Now we have 2 outs. As Ballinger hits this one foul to the Chinook bullpen. And Kreitzer finds himself down, no balls and 2 strikes. So Hughes is 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam. Hughes shakes off the catcher Pinarini. He gets the sign and he comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that fastball catches the outside corner. And that will be strike number 3 as Hughes gets out of the inning. So the Chinooks leave the bases loaded with 2 hits and no runs. So as we head into the top of the 5th, the Miners have a 1-0 lead over your Chinooks. Welcome back, Chinook fans. We're in the top of the 5th inning as the Miners were able to get out of the jam there in the bottom of the 4th as the Chinooks left the bases loaded. We're not able to get any runs to come across. So Drew Swift leads things off for the Miners. He is 1 for 1 today. And he has an RBI. I see he fouls that
And
first.
that foul ball sponsored by
Off out of play.
Dan Sattler.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Swift will hit this one back up the middle, and that will be his second hit of the ball game as he makes a big turn at first base. He gets back. So the Miners get the leadoff man on base, and that is their 5th hit of the game. As this will now bring up
Coming to the plate for the Miners,
the third baseman, number 3, Tyler Bassetti.
Rick Lice takes a look over at Swift on first. That first pitch, and Bassetti scores around but pulls back, so that'll be a ball. So 1-0 the count to Tyler Bassetti. Rick Lice takes another look over at first, sets and then throws back. Swift is easily back as he's safe standing up. Said he gets a sign from head coach at third, Ben Taylor, and Rick Lice throws over again. Swift is in there safely. 1-0 offering from Rick Lice, and Bassetti squares around to bunt, and Wharton fields it, and the throw will be in time. Good throw by Jordan Wharton, but Drew Swift does advance second, so that's a sack bunt for Tyler Bassetti. So now 1 out. Now bring up the top of the lineup, number 2, or playing second base for the Miners, number 9, Caleb Van Blake.
Caleb Van Blake.
Just like to thank you all for joining us on the Chinooks broadcast. So we're battling the Miners here. The Miners are leading 1-0. First pitch to Van Blake. That curveball misses outside. Interesting call there by home plate umpires. There's a few last inning for the Miners that got called at the same height as that one, but anyways, it's a ball. So 1-0 count to Van Blake. Swift on second, the 1-0 pitch, and that was hit through the hole, and Bailey Collins will field it, and Drew Swift is sent home, and Nick Kreitzer will catch it, and Van Blake is caught in a pickle, and Zuna put the tag on it. Looks like Zuna hurt his wrist. Drew Swift did score on that. And Caleb Van Blake is tagged out. And it looks like Ozuna is in some pain, but it does look like he will be all right.
Coming to the plate for the Miners, number 35,
Miners now
Spencer
lead
Henson.
2-0. And 2 outs, that'll bring up the second hitter for the Matsu Miners, number 35, Spencer Henson. Henson is 0 for 1. He has a walk. His first at bat, he flied out to deep right center field, and second bat, he walked. So we'll see what he'll do here on his third at bat. That first pitch misses outside, so 1-0 count to Spencer. On deck stands number 24, Kevin Quiggle, 3-hole hitter. He has 2 hits in this one. As that curveball drops in there for striking up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike here in the top of the 6th inning. The Miners leading 2-0. 1-1 offering from Jared Ricklitis, and that was hit in shallow right field. This will drop down for a hit, and now be Spencer Henson's first hit of the ball game. So that's a 2-out single for the Miners' 2-hole hitter and designated hitter tonight. And
At the plate for the Miners, number 24,
Henson on first and 2 outs. That'll bring up 3-hole hitter, the center fielder number 24, Kevin Quiggle. Quiggle has 2 hits already in this one. He'll look to get his third here, 2 outs. Spencer Henson standing on first. Gladys sets first pitch. And Quiggle, that one's skied in the center field for Tays, camped under, and that will be the third out of the inning. So on 3 hits, the Miners get 1 run over the Chinooks. And 1 left on base for the Miners. They'll head into the bottom of the 6th inning. The Miners lead the Chinooks at Jordan Field.
The Chinook 0. Tonight's game is brought to you by
Welcome back, Chinook fans. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Miners have a 2-0 lead over the Chinooks. The Miners picked up a run in the top half of the 5th inning. They have 2 runs on 7 hits. Chinooks no runs on 3 hits. As Cole Whitman, the pitcher who is in the designated hitter spot, will lead things off. The Chinooks, who just have 8 position players right now, as we have 2 on the injured list. Danny Dopp and Thomas Harper are both injured, so we had to put a pitcher in the designated hitter role. So Whitman is in that spot as he swings and misses on that fastball for strike number 2. And he is now down in the count, 1 ball to 2 strikes to the pitcher Hughes, who is working from the stretch. And Hughes comes set for the 1-2 pitch, and Whitman swings and misses on that curveball for the first out of the inning. That will bring up the top of the lineup at number 18, Bailey Collins. Step up to the plate. Collins today is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to center field.
On deck for Chinooks, the catcher number 23, Jordan Wharton. Wait.
Come on, base hit, let's go.
That ball misses from Hughes.
Sorry about that. It's catcher J. Paul Fullerton.
And Hughes follows back with a curveball that drops in for a strike to even account at 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's the 1-1 pitch. A fastball miss outside. Count 1 to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's 2-1 pitch. That fastball catches the outside corner. Count will even up at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Hughes. And that is swung on and fouled right back to the backstop. This count will remain at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch A nice pitch there from Hughes as that fastball catches the outside corner. And that will be strike number 3. That is now the second of the inning. With 2 outs, that will bring up the catcher, J. Paul Fullerton.
Batting for the Chinooks, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton.
Fullerton is 0 for 2 today, as he grounded out the first and struck out in his last at bat. He swings and misses on that fastball for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Hughes. From Hughes, and Fullerton swings and misses on that fastball for strike number 2.
On deck for your Chinooks is number 14, Anthony Forte.
Here's the 0-2 delivery, and Fullerton hits this one in the center field. Quiggle coming in, and he will not be able to make the play as Drew Swift dives from left field. He doesn't come up with it either, and Fullerton is on with a 2-out single. And that will now bring up the center fielder, Anthony Forte, who was 0 for 1 today.
Coming to the plate for your Chinooks, number 14, Anthony Forte.
Give it a ride, Johnny.
Here's the first pitch to Forte. He fouls that one off for strike number 1. Hughes gets the sign from catcher Pinarini and comes set. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Nice pitch there from Hughes as that fastball catches the outside corner for strike 2, and he is quickly ahead. No balls and 2 strikes to the Chinook center fielder.
On deck for your Chinooks, number 20, Jordan Wharton.
As Forte fouls that curveball off to the backstop. Count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Chinooks trailing the Miners here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Miners with 2 runs on 7 hits. Chinooks no runs on 4 hits. Here's the 0-2 to Forte, and he'll foul that one
And
out
that's
of play.
Sponsored by Representative Dan
And the count will
Sadler,
remain
who's
at
in
no
the
balls
house
and 2
tonight.
strikes. And that 0-2 just misses outside. The count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hughes so far has 4 strikeouts. He has given up 1 hit in his relief. And that 1-2 is swung on and hit right to the left fielder, Swift. He will be there to make the catch. And that will do it for the 5th inning. So Chinooks get a runner on with 1 hit. As we head into the top of the 6th inning, the Miners still lead the Chinooks 2-0.
Game is brought to you by our good friends at NEA. Coming to the plate for the Miners, number 39, Nick Brooks.
Welcome back, Chinook fans. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Miners with a 2-0 lead over your Chinooks. Nick Brooks, the right fielder, will lead things off for the Miners. He is 0 for 2 today. Reclitus back out there on the mound for another inning of work, as he'll get the sign from J. Paul Fullerton. And here's the first pitch. And that curveball is in there on the outside corner for strike number 1. Reclitus, through 5 innings, has given up 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. He has thrown a total of 62 pitches so far, as that 0-1 pitch misses inside.
And it looks like we have some action down in the Chinooks bullpen. In the bullpen, warming up for your Chinooks is Hannes Kendrick.
As Reclitus misses low on that 1-1 pitch, the count will now run 2 balls and 1 strike. And that 2-1 is hit to the second baseman. Vandover will be there to make the play. And that will be the first out of the inning. That will now bring up the first baseman, number 15, Aaron Walters. Walters, who singled and scored a run in his first at bat. He will now step up with 1 out for the Miners. Here's the pitch from Reclitus. And that is swung on. This will get out
And
of
that
the
foul
play.
ball sponsored by Edward Jones Financial Investments and
Foul
Gavin
ball.
Reed. Also batting for the Miners, number 15, Aaron Walters.
Walters will take a look at the 0-1 pitch, and that curveball will miss inside. Even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. Walters is late on that one as he fouls that off to the left side. This will get all the way to the Chinook bullpen. This count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2 from Reclitus. That fastball will just miss upstairs. That would even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chinooks, after this game, the Chinooks will just have 6 regular season games left of the season. As Reclitus misses on that 3-2, he thought that was in there. But the count will now run 4 to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chinooks will travel to Matsu tomorrow to take on the Miners in a doubleheader. And then they'll be off on Monday and Tuesday. As Walters fouls that one off, the count will remain at 3-2. Chinooks will be off Monday and Tuesday. Then they will travel to Anchorage on Wednesday the 25th to take on the Anchorage Bucks at 7 p.m. Then on Thursday the 26th, we will host the Fairbanks Gold Panthers. That will be a non-regular season game, more like an exhibition game, as Reclitus walks Walters on that pitch, and that will put him on with 1 out. So I will now bring up the left fielder, number 7, Danny
Batting for the
Wright.
Miners, number 7, Danny Wright.
And then the Chinooks have Friday the 27th off. Then our last 3 games left of the season are all home games. We have the Bucks Saturday the 28th at 6 p.m. Then the Pilots on the 29th. That'll be a 5 p.m. start. And the Pilots again on Monday the 30th. That will start at 6 p.m. That will be the last game of the season. As Wright misses on that fastball from Reclitus for strike number 1. Reclitus throws over to first base. Walters gets back safely. Another throw to first base. Runner is back safely, standing up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is swung on the first base. Kreicher will make the step on first, and the throw will not be in time to second. So Chinooks are able to get one out as Walters advances to second base. That will now bring up the catcher, Austin Pinarini.
Batting for the Miners, number 20, Austin Pinarini.
Pinarini is 0 for 2 today. He has a pair of ground outs. Grounded out to second in his first at bat, then grounded out to the first baseman in his last at bat. He comes up in an RBI situation with Walters on second base. Here's the first pitch. He'll hit this one to center field. Forte is running back. He will be there to make the catch, and that will be the third out. So, heading into the bottom half of the sixth inning, the Miners get no runs, no hits, leave a runner out there on second base. As we head into the bottom half, the Miners still have a 2-0 lead over the Chinooks.
Going on here at the NEA.
Welcome back, Chinook fans. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. Chinooks trail the Miners 2-0 as the Chinooks sign out with bat. Jordan Wharton, the third baseman, will lead things off. He is 1 for 2 today.
Jordan Wharton.
He singled in his last at bat, so he will try to get things started for the Chinooks here in the bottom half of the sixth inning as Sean Hughes is back on the mound for the Miners. He starts Wharton off, fastball inside. That misses for ball number 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Wharton will foul this one out of play.
And that foul ball sponsored
that will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Wharton looking to get his second hit of the ball game. As he gets ready for the 1-1 pitch. And that one hits the inside corner for strike 2. So count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the sixth inning. The Miners leading the Chinooks 2-0. Miners have 7 hits, the Chinooks 4. And that 1-2 pitch, this is way outside and in the turf. So count will be evened at 2 balls and 2 strikes on deck. For the Chinooks is second baseman number 5, Luke Vandover. He singled in his last at bat. He is ready for his turn after Jordan Wharton. And Jordan gets ready for the 2-2. And that curveball misses up. So we'll go to a full count, folks, in the first quarter of the bottom of the sixth inning for the Chinooks. And 3-2 pitch, and that was fouled off. Does look like there's some action in the Miners' bullpen. It looks like a right-handed pitcher is warming up. It looks like it is Josh Haley. So we'll see if he comes in this inning or the next. 3-2 pitch to Wharton, and Wharton will swing right through that outside pitch, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So that foul right up Vandover, second baseman.
Coming to the plate for the Chinooks, number 5, Luke Vandover.
Vandover today was 1 for 2. He singled in his last at bat. Hughes starts him off with the curveball that drops in for strike number 1. Vandover is from Little Rock, Arkansas. He attends Harding University. And that 0-1 curveball will miss upstairs from Hughes to even count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
On 1 pitch to Luke Vandover, and that will be skied behind the plate. Catcher for the minor is reaching back, but
And that
it
ball
looks like
sponsored by Representative
this one
Dan
will
Settler.
get behind us and out of play. So the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes here, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. On deck for the Chinooks is Nicholas Kreitzer, first baseman. He's hitless in this one. So we'll look to get a hit after Vandover's at bat. And this 1-2 pitch just misses outside, so the count will be even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Luke Vandover. Vandover has been seeing it fairly well in the past couple of games. 2-2 pitch, and that was hammered to the third baseman. He will throw on to first, and he will get the out. And good recovery there after bobbling the ball. And that's a good play by a third baseman, Kelly Rossetti for the Miners. So that'll be the second out of the inning. And with 2 outs, that we're going to Nick Kreitzer, who's hitless in this one.
Starting for your Chinooks, number 44, Nick Kreitzer.
Taking a look at the other games in the Alaska Baseball League, the Bucks are beating the Pilots 1-0 in the bottom of the 2nd inning. First pitch to Kreitzer. That curveball is in there for a strike. Still action in the Chinooks bullpen as Hans Kendrick is still warming up as Kreitzer swings through that outside pitch. And count will be quickly 0-2, so Kreitzer will be protected here 2 strikes as he's down. Count 0-2 pitch, and he'll swing right through that one, so that'll be a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Miners. There's no runs, no hits, and no errors, and nobody left on base. So we will head to the top of the 7th inning.
Bottom half, there
Miners
were no runs, no
leading
hits, no one
Chinooks.
left on base to
Jordan
score.
Field 2-0.
On the mound, we have a new pitcher on the mound for your Chinooks. On the mound for your Chinooks, number 34, Hannes Kendrick.
Thank you, Griffin. As we do have a new pitcher, Hannes is on the mound as he'll face Drew Swift. As the Miners have a 2-0 lead over the Chinooks in the top of the seventh. Swift today has been having a good game at the plate. He is 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and an RBI. So he'll take a look at the 1-0 pitch from Hannes. He'll hit this one into left field, and that will be 3 hits for Drew Swift. He is now 3 for 3. He is seeing the ball really well today for the Miners, and he'll be on with the leadoff single. That will now bring up the third baseman, number 3, Tyler Bassetti.
Coming to the plate for the Miners, number 3, Tyler Bassetti.
Hannes, this is his 15th appearance out of the bullpen on the season. He is from Medford, Oregon. He attended Biola University, stands 6'4", 230 from the right side. On the season, he has a 3-0 record out of the bullpen, ERA of 2.13. He has thrown 33 in 2 innings, struck out 25, walked 8, and has given up 26 hits. In his last outing against the Pilots on July 19th, he went 1 2/3, giving up 1 run, 4 hits, 1 walk, and striking out 2. As Bassetti shows 1, and he fouls that one off for strike number 1. Bassetti is 0 for 1 in today's contest as he has a sac bunt in his last at-bat. It looks like he's trying to do the same thing here in this at-bat to advance Swift to second base, put him in scoring position. As Hannes comes set, throws over first base. Swift will dive back safely. Miners with 8 hits in today's contest. Chinooks with just 4 as they're still looking for their first run of the game. Here's the 0-1. Bassetti shows bunt again, but that curveball drops in for a strike. As the count will now run to 0-2. So let's see what Bassetti will do here with 2 strikes. Drew Swift, the runner on first base, as he led it off with a single to left field. And Kendrick throws over to first base. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that curveball will just miss upstairs from Hannes. Count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that 1-2 is fouled off to the backstop from Bassetti. Count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hannes gets the sign from Fullerton. He throws over to first base. Swift will get back safely. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Bassetti will hit this one to third base. This will get foul. As the count will remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Nice pitch there from Hannes as that just misses. Looked like strike 3 to me, but home plate Silas Drayton calls that a ball. So that will even the count at 2-2. Let's see if Drew Swift will be on the move here at first base as Hannes gets the sign and he comes set. And that 2-2 pitch is swung on and hit to deep left field. Ballinger is running back. He will be there to make the catch. And that will be out number 1. Here in the top of the 7th, that will bring up the top of the lineup for the Miners as the second baseman, Caleb Van Blake, will step up. He is 1 for 3 today.
For the Miners, number 9, Caleb Van Blake.
Van Blake singled and picked up an RBI in his last at bat. As that first pitch misses outside for ball number 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Van Blake swings through that changeup for strike number 1. That will even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch, that will miss low and outside. Count will run 2 balls and 1 strike.
And it looks like we have some action down in the Miners bullpen.
Jared today is done as he went 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, 7 hits, 2 walks, and striking out 3. As Van Blake hits.
And that foul ball
As Van Blake
is level 41.
Hits that ball foul.
Hannes throws over to first base. Swift will dive back safely. Hannes will certainly look for a ground ball here to get the Chinooks out of the inning. He shakes off Fullerton. Another shake off. And he comes set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Nice fastball there as Van Blake was not able to pull the trigger, and that will be strike number 3. That will be the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, runner on first base, that will now bring up the designated hitter, Spencer Hinson, who was 1 for 2. He singled in his last at bat. Hinson, who came into today's game second in ABL in batting average. So he gets ready to step up to the plate. Here's the first pitch from Hannes. That fastball will just miss outside for ball number 1.
In the Miners bullpen, we have number 33, Noah Cordova.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Spencer turns on that one, and this will be a foul ball. Count will even up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Henson, who had a really good season at Oral Roberts this past spring. Another throw over to first base. Swift will get back safely. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Henson.
And Spencer fouls that one back to the fence.
Oh, strike the big guy.
Hannes misses low on that one. Now even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Henson pops this one up, into right field. Collins will be there, and he'll make the catch. And that will be the final out of the top half of the seventh. So the Miners get one hit, leave the runner stranded. As we head to the bottom of the seventh, the Miners still have a 2-0 lead over your Chinooks. Thank you for tuning in to Chinook Radio.
Call.
All right, fans, welcome back to the bottom of the seventh inning. I'm going to let my two buddies, Ty and Griffin, broadcast this inning. So I'm going to pass it over to Ty, so he'll talk about the new pitcher as well.
Batting for your Chinooks is Gregory Asuna, and he watches that ball miss outside and runs a count to 1 ball and no strikes. And Gregory watches that ball high and outside. And Gregory pops that one up. And number 20, the catcher for the Miners catches that one for the first out of this inning.
New pitcher on the mound for the Matsu Miners is Noah Cordova. He's out of Chandler Gilbert, Arizona College. He's a sophomore. He's 6'6". And he's a right-handed pitcher for the Miners. He has 1 win and 1 loss and has a 2.0 ERA. No saves, 18 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts and 9 walks and 11 hits. So he is doing not too bad. As the first one to Seth Ballinger, who's up to bat for the Chinooks, is in there for a strike. And that one misses outside, so 1 ball, 1 strike now on the left fielder for the Chinooks.
On deck for your Chinooks is Cole Whitman.
That pitch is hit into right field, and this will be a hit. And second hit for Seth Ballinger, as he now stands on first and coming up to bat for the Chinooks is number 16, Cole Whitman.
Coming to the plate for your Chinooks, number 16, Cole Whitman.
Whitman, who is hitless in this one, will look to get first hit of the game for himself, as the Chinooks have a combined total of 5 hits. And the Miners have a combined team total of 8 hits, and they have 2 runs. And out right now as they have no runs, no errors for both teams. And looks like pitching coach for the Miners We'll have a word with his pitcher. There is some action in the Miners bullpen as a left-hand
And the
pitcher
last USA
is
Federal
warming
Credit
up.
Union is a proud sponsor of 2018 Chinook baseball. And support for the Chinooks.
No action in the Chinooks bullpen.
Investing in our safety innovation that have contributed to an additional 15,000 barrels a day in
On deck for your Chinooks. Number 18, Bailey Collins.
bp.com/Alaska.
Just like to invite you guys to say stuff on the chat. You guys are free to use that, so don't be shy. As Cole Whitman steps back in, one out, and Seth Ballinger on first. He gets his lead and pitch from Cordova, and Cole Whitman grouses to the first baseman, and first baseman will choose to go first as Cole Whitman dives into first base. And that will be the second out of the inning. Seth Ballinger does advance to second base, and now coming up to battle two outs. And man on second is number 18, Bailey Collins. Bailey does have some pop, and it looks like we'll have a pitching change as head coach for the Miners, Ben Taylor,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at the end of this inning, we will announce the winners.
signals to the bullpen, and we'll have more information on the new pitcher when we come back. Thank you all for tuning in to Chinooks Radio. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, as here
Again,
in the
batting
bottom of the
for the
seventh inning,
Chinooks, number
Seth
18,
Ballinger
Bailey Collins.
stands on second, and Bailey Collins is the batter with two outs, so we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Master Miners. So it'll be Kyle King. He's from Cal State Bakersfield. He's 5'10", and he's a left-handed pitcher. He has one win and one loss and a 3.0 ERA on 8 games. And 9 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 6 hits. He does throw sidearm as that first one's in there for a strike to make the count 0-1 to Bailey Collins.
On deck for your Chinooks is number 23, the catcher, J. Paul Fullerton.
That 0-1 pitch hits Bailey Collins, but the umpire saying he leans into it. And some chatter going on between the home plate umpire and head coach John Grove for the Chinooks. Home plate umpire has not been very fair. It's a nice way to say it today. He's been struggling behind there. So the count is still 0-1, and 2 outs and 0-1 pitch. That curveball misses outside, so count is evened at 1-1 to Bailey Collins. Bailey looking for his first hit of the ball game. On deck stands J. Paul Fullerton. If Bailey can get on here. Bailey presented with a big 2-out RBI situation with Seth Ballinger on second. And that curveball misses outside again, so 2-1 the count now to Bailey Collins, the right fielder for the Chinooks. The count, is now 3-1. Kyle gets his pitch and sets in 3-1 pitch. And that will be
A walk is as
walk,
good as a
so
hit, and it's
Bailey
not
Collins
by the
struts down
Chinooks.
first base, and now will be first and second for the catcher, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton. Fullerton now presented with a 2-out RBI situation.
Batting the for your Chinooks, number 23, J. Paul Fullerton.
So Bailey Collins walks regardless of the umpire calling he leaned into the pitch, as he stands on first base with a walk, and Seth Ballinger stands on second as he's singled. And now with 2 outs, J. Paul Fullerton will try to do some damage here and get his team on the board. First pitch to him, and that 2-seam fastballs hits the outside corner for strikes. The count is 0-1 now.
On deck for your Chinooks is Anthony Forte.
0-1 pitch to J. Paul. That curveball misses outside for ball 1. The count is 1-1, and it seems like Kyle King is really liking his curveball, but does not look like he can throw it for strikes as he is missing outside. So the count is even at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch, and that fastball misses outside, so it definitely looks like King is struggling with some control. We'll see if the Chinooks can capitalize on that issue from the Matthew Miners pitcher. So first and second, 2-1 count on J. Paul, and 2-1 offering from King, and that fastball is hit deep into left center, and this will get down, and this will score 1 run. Bailey Collins is waving out third, and this will be the time run of the ball game, and the Chinooks have tied it up at 2 apiece as J. Paul Fullerton comes up big with a 2-out, 2 RBI double for the Chinooks, and Seth Ballinger and Bailey Collins both come around, and the Chinooks are tied with the Matsu Miners at 2 apiece here in the bottom of the 7th inning. As that was a great piece of hitting there by J. Paul Fullerton, going right into the opposite field into left center for a nice double. And it looks like head coach Ben Taylor for the Miners will have a word with this pitcher, and we might have a pitching change as there is some action in the Miners bullpen.
Hey, let's get 3 up there on that one.
Taking a look at the games in the Alaska Baseball League, the Bucks are still beating the Glacier Pilots 2-0 as it is the bottom of the 4th now. And it looks like we will have a new pitcher. We'll have more information on this pitcher when we come back. Thank you for joining us on Chinook Radio. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as there is a new pitcher on the mound for the Massachusetts Miners, and it is Nathan Bach. He is out of Southeast Missouri. He's a junior. He's 5'11", throws right-handed, bats right-handed. He has 3 wins on the season, no losses, and a .90 ERA, 2 saves, and 20 innings pitched on 16 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 12 hits. So he has definitely been a shutout good pitcher to come to in these situations for the Massachusetts Miners. And coming up to bat for the Chinooks, be number 14,
Hey, let's
Anthony
get our
Forte,
3 runs
with
up on
J.
it.
Paul standing on second base, and 2 outs.
At the plate for your
So
Chinooks,
another
number
big
14,
RBI
Anthony
situation right here
Forte.
for Anthony Forte. We'll see if he can come up big for his team and give him the lead and head into the top of the 8th inning. As right now it is the bottom of the 7th inning. Nathan Bach gets his sign from the Miners catcher. First pitch to Forte. And that one is low, so it'll be baller 1, making it count 1-0. And the team and the fans are definitely back into this game as they were down by 2. And after that 2 RBI double by J. Paul Fullerton, the fans and the team are both back into the game. Always good to see. And we're tied right now. 1-0 pitch, and Forte swings through that one. So 1-1 the count now to the Chinook center fielder. And Griffin, you have any thoughts on the game right now?
I don't know. It's a close game. It could go either way.
Definitely true. As we are tied at 2 apiece. 2 outs, 1-1 count, runner on second. And Forte hits this one to the first baseman, Thierry, and he will be out as catcher Bach races
And at
over
the
to
end of
first
the
base.
bottom half,
Retires
there
the
were
out.
2 runs.
But in the bottom half, there's 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. So
Brought to you tonight by
1 man left on base. We'll head into the top of the 8th inning. We're all
And
tied
it's
up
time
here
to
at Lee
award
Jordan Field at 2
the 2
apiece.
bicycles.
Welcome back to the fans. Shout out to Ty and Griffin for that broadcast. Bottom of the 7th. We have tie ball game now. 2-2 ball
At the
game.
plate,
We're heading into the top of the 8th
Curtis
inning.
Quiggle.
Hannes Kendrick is back on the mound for the Chinooks. And he'll face the center fielder, Kona Quiggle, who was 2 for 3 today. As Hannes gets that fastball on the outside corner for strike number 1. So J. Paul Fullerton with a big 2-out, 2 RBI double for the Chinooks in the bottom of the 7th to tie the ball game up. That pitch will miss low. So count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Quiggle will foul this one out of the
NFL
play.
ball sponsored by
Be
Representative
the
Dan
second strike
Sessler.
of the at-bats. The count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 from Hannes. That will miss inside, just missing Kona there. So the count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That will Quiggle will hit this one too short. Osuna with the throw, and that will not be in. Oh, it will be in time as the first baseman calls Quiggle out on a bang play. Nice throw there from Osuna, the shortstop. So that will be the first out of the inning here in the top of the 8th. As that will now bring up the right fielder who is over 3, Nick Brooks.
Number 39, Nick Brooks.
Hannes will miss on that pitch for ball number 1. Brooks, who is flied out in his first at bat, struck out in the second and grounded out to second in his third at bat. He'll look to get his first hit of the ball game for the Miners. Here's the 1-0 from Hannes. That fastball will miss upstairs. The count will run to 2 balls and no strikes. Both teams with 2 runs here in the top of the 8th. Miners with 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Chinooks with 2 runs on 6 hits and no errors. As Brooks steps into the batter's box. Hannes comes set for the 2-0 pitch. And that fastball is jammed by Brooks, and it hits Osuna. He will be there to make the throw. And that is the second out of the inning on a 6-3 putout. 2 outs. That will now bring up first baseman, number 15, Aaron Walters.
Coming to the plate for the Miners, number 15, Aaron Walters.
Walters is 1 for 2 today. So he has a single, and he walked in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch. That fastball is in there for strike number 1. Here's the 0-1 from Hannes. And that is fouled straight back to the backstop. Count quickly runs to no balls and 2 strikes. So the 0-2 count on Walters. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Walters will hit this one to the right side. This will get fouled. Count will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Hannes gets the sign from Fullerton as he's working from the stretch. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And he hits Walters to swing and miss on that fastball upstairs. Hannes showing us some emotion with the fist pump. That would be the third out of the inning as Miners go down 1-2-3 to the bottom half of the 8th. We have a tie ball game at 2-2. Thanks for tuning in to Chinook Radio.
And no boy has Thank you
All right,
so much.
fans,
for
we're
your
back in the bottom of the
support.
8th inning. I'm going to throw it back to my buddies Ty and Griffin. They're going to do the bottom of the 8th inning. Jordan Wharton is leading off.
As
And
that
at the
ball,
plate for the Chinooks, number 20, Jordan Wharton.
as that ball misses outside and low, and that runs the count to 1 ball and 0 strikes. And Jordan hits that one deep into, and it got caught. This hit has been caught by the
Hey, if you're still hungry,
left fielder.
hamburgers and hot dogs are half off at the Chinook Shack. Half off on hamburgers and hot dogs at the Chinook Shack.
With that,
Get them while they last.
catch by the left fielder, now to out.
Coming to the plate for the
Five.
Chinooks, number 5, Luke
Luke
Vandover.
Vandover, the second baseman tonight. On deck stands Blake Kreitzer, the first baseman. And it does look like we have some action in the Chinooks bullpen. So that pitch misses low. And it looks like Andy Almquist, number 10, is warming up. And more than likely will come in the top of the ninth. Vandover has a 1-0 count. And the 1-0 pitch from Bach. That one is high, so Vandover is in the driver's seat. And C is ahead. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 offering from Nathan. And healthy
And
swing
that
there
ball
by
was
Luke
by Andrew
Vandover
Jones,
as it's
Financial
foul behind
Investments,
us.
and Gavin Reed.
Count will be 2 balls and 1 strike. Chinooks trying to battle in this one and maybe get a victory as the score is tied at 2 apiece. And that 2-0 pitch is hit high into shallow left field. Shortstop Drew Swift is calling it off, and he makes the catch, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And with that, that'll bring up the first baseman, number 44, Nick Kreitzer, 2 outs. Kreitzer is hitless in this one. He has been struggling lately. We'll get back on track. Give his team maybe the lead going into the ninth here.
Batting for the Chinooks, number 44, Nick Kreitzer.
On deck for your Chinooks is number 11, the shortstop, Gregory Asuna.
That pitch misses away, so 1-0 count to Kreitzer. And Kreitzer swings to the rattle and count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch, Kreitzer, and that one is up, but it's called a strike, so interesting call there. So the count is now 1-2. Just like to thank you all for tuning in to Chinooks Radio and supporting your Chugiak Eagle River Chinooks. It's that 1-2 curveball is down, so the count will be now even again. 2 balls and 2 strikes here, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Chinooks trying to get the lead here, so it's tied 2-2. So that one misses inside and low, so we will go to a 3-2 full count here. Miners have 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. And Chinooks 2 runs on 6 hits and no errors. 3-2 pitch to Nick. And a late call there by the home plate umpire as that one hits the outside corner.
And at the end of the bottom
That
half, there were no
third
hits, no errors, no one left on base.
So there's
It's a
no hits, no
2-2
errors.
ball game.
Nobody left on base. The score is tied still as we head into the top of the 9th inning. Score is tied at 2-2.
Let's send you 7th, Danny Wright.
Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are now in the top of the 9th inning of a tie ball game at 2 apiece. I have a new pitcher on the mound, number 10, Andrew Almquist. Steps up to the mound for the Chinooks as he'll face number 7, Danny Wright. We'll start him off with a fastball that'll be in there for a strike. Almquist on the season. As Wright swings for that pitch for strike number 2. Almquist has a 2-2 record on the season, 2.13 ERA. This is his 15th appearance out of the bullpen. He has pitched 25 1/3, struck out 33, walked 4, and has given up 13 hits. He stands 5'10", 180 from the right side from Liberty, Ohio. And he attends the Miami University of Ohio as he misses upstairs on that pitch for ball number 1. The count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that pitch is in there for the 3rd strike. And that will be the first out of the inning. Nice pitch there for Almquist. That will now bring up the catcher, number 20, Austin Penarini. Nice breaking pitch there from Almquist as that catches the outside corner for strike number 1. And Penarini hits that one to first base. Pricer makes the flip. Andrew will make the catch and cover first base for the 2nd out of the inning. We're 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 9th. As that will now bring up
Batting for the Miners,
shortstop,
number 2, Drew
number 2,
Swift.
Drew Swift. Swift today is 3 for 3. He's been having a great game at the plate for the Miners. So let's see if Almquist can get him out for the final out in the top of the 9th. He is working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That fastball misses upstairs. Count runs to 1 ball and no strikes.
Almquist definitely looks like he's working fast. He definitely has his stuff tonight. It's that one pitch hits the outside corner to Swift and be a strike, so the count is evened at 1 ball and 1 strike. Definitely good to see middle reliever / closer doing well as that pitch is fouled back. Now the count will run to 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the top of the 9th with 2 outs. Almquist gets a sign from J. Paul. Sets and 1-2 pitch to Swift.
Oh.
Now one will miss low for ball 2, so the count is evened all up at 2s on the scoreboard as Drew Swift is number 2 and 2 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs.
Got him.
And that one is in there. A late call by the play umpire. That will be the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Moving into the bottom of the 9th inning. Chinooks have a chance to walk it off and beat the Miners. That's the tie. Score is tied 2-2.
Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are at the bottom of the ninth inning of a tie ball game. Chinooks have a chance to win this game in the bottom of the ninth, as Gregory Osuna, shortstop, will lead things off for the Chinooks in the bottom half. And he'll hit this one to center field. Quiggle will not be able to make that, and this will get all the way to the wall. Osuna on his way to third base, and he will slide in with a leadoff triple for the Chinooks. And that is definitely giving the Chinooks some momentum here, as the winning run now stands on third base on that leadoff triple from Gregory Osuna.
Great piece of hitting there by Gregory. Going with that outside pitch and driving it into right center, and that ball just beat Kona Quiggle, the center field for the Master Miners. And now Gregory Osuna is the winning run. He stands 90 feet away from home plate. And pitching coach for the Miners will have a word with his pitcher, Nathan Bach, who's out for another inning of work. Going to resume. Left fielder number 8, Seth Ballinger, has a chance to be the hero and walk this game off. Still no outs. That was the 7th hit of ball game 4. Chinooks, Coach Jordan Getzman goes and congrats Gregory Osuna on third base, and pitching coach for the Miners will walk off the field. Looks like we'll resume play. Cole Whitman, 16, stands on deck.
At the plate, number 8, Seth Ballinger.
It's just a dream situation. If you were Seth Ballinger, no outs, and Gregory Osuna was speed over there at third base, bottom of the ninth inning.
So Seth has a chance to be the hero and walk it off for the Chinooks, as the Miners infield has been drawn in, and they might intentional walk Ballinger here, and that is what they will do. So Ballinger, he will be on an intentional walk, and that will then bring up designated hitter Cole Whitman, who is a pitcher.
Cole could, when he comes up, could definitely be a big-time hero. As a pitcher, not having many at-bats at all, and usually being a pitcher, even at school at University of Birmingham, Alabama. Excuse me, UAB, University of Alabama, Birmingham. Yes, that will be ball 4, Seth Ballinger. Shot down.
First base is recognized
First
by the
base now.
Chinooks.
Seth Ballinger stands on first base. On third base, we have that big first pitch triple. With no outs, first and third, 16, Colt Whitman. Step up to
At the
bat
plate,
on
for the
next
Chinooks,
man,
number 16,
Bailey
Cole
Collins.
Whitman.
And they're going to intentionally walk Colt Whitman too, to get up, to bring out Bailey Collins, who is definitely the better hitter of the two. Cole Whitman has not much experience in the box.
So it's a smart move here from the Miners, as they'll load the bases up. That will make it a forced play at any base. So definitely a strategic move made by head coach Ben Taylor.
This is a smart thing to do after a triple, 2 bases open, and this will now set up the force
And
out.
the base on balls, the Chinook Orange section of
Bailey
back
Collins
sponsors
will
of the
walk up to the
baseball
plate.
take it. They make some noise
Trots down
about
first
it.
base. No outs and bases loaded. Bottom of the ninth inning.
Just like that. Lay it down the third baseline. Love it,
Left
man.
fielder is trotting in the
Back up.
dugout. Might have a pitching change, maybe. Some weird things happen here in the field. Miners are going all out to try to give them themselves the lead, and actually
Looks
their
like-
left fielder will come in and play infield. So now there's 4 infielders.
5 in.
5 infielders, excuse me. 2 outfielders.
This is an interesting setup from the Miners as they bring in the left fielder,
At the plate, for your Chinooks,
Danny
number
Wright, and
18,
he will
Danny
now
Collins.
play second base as the second baseman, Caleb Van Blake, is playing right behind the pitcher's mouth. So Bailey Collins can be the hero here for the Chinooks with nobody out, bases loaded. And this will be the first pitch of the at-bat, and that will miss low. As the count will run to 1-0.
Walk it in. Let that coach eat that walk. Let that coach
Fans are definitely getting into it here at Lee Jordan Field. 1-0 count on the right fielder. The bullpen is all standing up. And the Miners in a difficult situation. The 1-0 pitch. Collins barely misses that and fouls that off to the left
Sponsored by
side.
Representative
Count
Dan
1 ball and 1
Sattler.
strike.
Collins, who has yet to get a hit today, as he has reached on with a walk. So his first hit could be the game winner here as Bach gets ready for the 1-1 pitch. And Collins check swings on that one, and this one will get foul. So the count will now run to 1 ball and 2 strikes on the Chinook right fielder. Bases loaded, so we have Gregory Osuna on third. We have Seth Ballinger on second and Cole Whitman on first base for the Chinooks as Collins will get ready for the 1-2 pitch from Nathan Bach as Bach comes set. And here's the pitch. And Collins will hit this into right field, and that will do it. The Knicks win. Knicks win as Osuna comes across the plate, and the Knicks walk off the Miners on a terrific comeback victory. And everybody is going out to first base to Kyle Bailey Collins, who wins the game for the Chinooks. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen, on a great game. Chinooks trailing 2-0 for most of the game, but are able to come back and walk off the first place Matsu Miners on that big hit from Bailey Collins. And that is your ball game, ladies and gentlemen, with the 3-2 score as the Chinooks take care of the Miners here at Lee Jordan Field on a great game played from your Chinooks. And guys, don't go anywhere. So we will have post game in just a moment. Welcome back, Chinook fans, as we are here at the post-game show. Kevin Moore joined with Ty Beck, my buddy Griffin, and player of the game, J. Paul Fullerton, who had the game-tying 2 RBI double in the bottom of the 7th inning. That tied the game up for the Chinooks. And then, as you guys saw, Baby Collins with the walk-off single in the bottom of the 9th inning. So the Chinooks beat the Miners 3-2. And we will play the Miners in a doubleheader tomorrow. Those will be the last 2 games of the season against the Miners. So hopefully we can take 2 from them and improve our standing. So J. Paul, just got to ask you, first of all, great win today. Way to come back from 2-0. So can you talk about your at-bat during the bottom of the 7th inning, what you were trying to do?
Really, I feel like I see lefties better, and I knew I was facing lefty. I feel like I stay on it better, and he threw me a first pitch fastball. I saw it well. And he threw me a slider, and then I was ready for the fastball again, so I was on time for it. Just hit. I didn't get it that good, but I got it good enough where it got over his head, and got us those runs we needed. So.
What does this win say about the whole Chinook baseball team? Because I know we're short players, and we have some players go home for their reasons, and we had to put Cole Whitman in the designated hitters role. He's a pitcher, so we're down to 8 position players. We got a few guys banged up. So what does this win say about the baseball team?
Really, for me, it goes back to Kenai. We lose 3 in a row there, and I had an umpire come up to me after the series was done. No, we lost 2 in a row, not 3 in a row. And he said, "Man, you guys had every reason to lay down and quit, and we haven't done it all year. We've come back. We got walked off, I feel like, 20 times. And, man, we played a lot of close games. We have a lot of fight, a lot of grit. And, man, that's just kind of what we do. We're kind of blue collar and battle. So.
That's it. J. Paul said it best, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it. The Chinooks walk off the Matsu Miners 3-2 here at Lee Jordan Field. Player of the game, J. Paul Fullerton. So I want to thank him for joining us in the post game. So we will be back tomorrow at Matsu to take on the Miners in a doubleheader. The first game will be at 3 p.m. So that is when the live broadcast will start. So we improve our standing. So hopefully we can get some help from Pilots. If they lose, that'll put us closer to 4th place. So we'll keep an eye on that. But one thing we can do is just focus on ourselves and keep winning ball games. And let's see how it plays out. So from Kevin Moore, Ty Beck, my buddy Griffin, and J. Paul Fullerton, we will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a good night and be blessed.